The Convenience of Unhealthy Food in My Everyday Life by Giraffe. Eating unhealthy food in my everyday life is always the more convenient way to go. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are always easier to come by if I just drive myself to a fast food place. Breakfast is always easier to eat if I just grab a quick cereal bar or some kind of snack that is in my dorm. Lunch is usually faster if I go to the cafeteria or student center, but neither one of these options are very healthy. Dinner is most definitely more convenient for me if I just go to a fast food place or just heat up something that is full of fat in my microwave. The convenience of unhealthy food starts from breakfast and continues throughout the day to be the easier option. Every day when I wake up, the first thought that runs through my head is, what am I going to eat for breakfast this morning? Before I came to college, my breakfast usually included an egg, ham, and cheese sandwich. This, in my eyes, was a healthy, filling, and delicious way to start the morning. Now I live in a 13 by 13 room with another person in which we are not allowed appliances to cook. There is one stove down 3 flights of stairs that about 300 people share, even though I've yet to see one person use it. This to me does not seem very convenient, and even though I will probably use it at some point, I doubt it ever becomes a regular thing. So for breakfast, I can either eat whatever snacks are in my room, which are little to none because I don't want to spend money. I could also go to the cafeteria, which really is not that good or healthy either. To eat at the cafeteria for breakfast, that means I also have to wake myself up even earlier to allow time to eat and get to class. Even if I go to the cafeteria, I would most likely get a waffle of syrup and other carbohydrate and fat-filled foods that they have. The other day I went out and bought some low-fat milk and Wheaties, thinking that this would be a better breakfast. It was for a couple of days until the milk became a huge clump of disgusting because my mini refrigerator would not keep the milk cold enough. The more convenient thing for me to eat is a sugar-filled cereal bar or other sugar-coated snacks that are already in my room. This is even if I eat breakfast. I've been waking up at 8:40 when I have class at 9, so a lot of times I won't even eat. And I know that is not healthy. In the morning, I'm already thinking about what will be more convenient to me, and I put health aside right away. This kind of process continues throughout the day. Around noon, I found myself out of class and my stomach growling for me to get more food. Once again, as I think what's around, I get a similar thought. Oh, there's a Chick-fil-A and a Pizza Hut right by. So my choices become limited to a lot of unhealthy calories by fried chicken or pizza for lunch. Now, when do these two places ever not sound good? So of course I will usually make my way to one of these places, go to the cafeteria, or head over to my dorm and warm up some ramen noodles in the microwave. At the cafeteria for lunch, I usually find myself loading up on pizza and pasta or a barbecue sandwich with french fries. Don't all of these choices just sound healthy? Not really. I could go back to that one stove and cook some chicken and try to find something else to add, but who really has the time to cook in college? I guess this is where the freshman 15 comes from. So once again, the more convenient option of fast and unhealthy food ends up being my choice of lunch, and I know that what I am eating is not healthy and the consequences of eating like this, but it is too easy to go to Chick-fil-A to pass up. Then usually after I've eaten a snack or so after lunch, I start to get hungry around 6 or 7. My options since I'm living on campus are still the same. If I decide I want to eat before 7, the cafeteria is still open, and I can go there to grab some dinner, but it is still the same unhealthy food that they had for lunch. Around dinner time, I am usually with my friends, and most of the times you're just hanging out in the dorm. Taco Bell always comes into the conversation. Most of the time I'm going to go with my friends because that is who I want to be with. I'm the kind of person that usually gets the same thing from a restaurant, so just about every time I go I will get a very unhealthy 5-layer burrito or some nachos. For dinner I could figure something out that is healthy to eat. I could go buy some chicken or fish and some other healthy sides to go with that, but once again I'd have to go cook and spend time preparing my food. In all this time, I could have drove over to Taco Bell or Wendy's with my friends and eaten some fast, convenient food. Even though it is a lot more unhealthy, it is definitely easier to get. Also, who doesn't want some nachos or delicious tacos? So for every meal of the day, it is usually easier to eat something unhealthy compared to eating something healthy. I know there are ways that I can start to eat healthier, but nothing can compare, especially being in college, to the fact that eating unhealthy food is a lot easier. I can eat sandwiches and things like that, but eventually that will get old and I will end up back at Taco Bueno eating some tacos. That is how, to me, it is so much easier to eat unhealthy food when it should be the other way around.